NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's our visiting team and our home team. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the...
3 games decided, 3 more to come this Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on this fine Sunday. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open,
and he's in. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the visitors will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards for the touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A run now on second down. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now a give on the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
These are game-changing opportunities, Mike. And at this level, when you have a wide receiver that open downfield, you've got to connect. And in this case, he just flat out missed them. And we're talking about a massive play had they connected. But instead, that's a mistake he's going to wish he had back.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. They'll throw out of the gun. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2, brings up 3rd and 3.
They send him right out of the slot. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. 17 yards, the gain there. That's enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Slot man in motion right. Now, faking the give. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They send a receiver in motion left. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed.
That is caught side of the end zone. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender. And it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's the punter now as he is on to kick it away. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to keep it himself.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wild. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Receiver in motion, going right. On second down, they'll run. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Slot man in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is caught to the goal line and in.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And his guys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Handoff here, up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Up the middle they go. And not much there. Down to about the 13. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Quick throw here is complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll go with a counter on first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 82 yards. It is a touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point is good, and his guys have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
3rd and a yard. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll throw out of the gun. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the visitors are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Pass interference. Defense.
To the air now. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They motion the slot man left. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now a give up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now on 2nd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors have cut the deficit to 5. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down 2 and E. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means they're right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL